What is happening, my beautiful fam? Tamar Salas here, coming to share with you today. I've got a question for you. What is that one habit that is keeping you stuck? You see, in the science of NLP, what we look into whenever we want to help somebody to go from where they are to where they truly would like to be is we take a look at habits. And then from there, we build a plan to change those habits. How do you change those habits? We replace them with new habits. So old habit replaced with new habits. Why do we do that? And why is it the easiest way, the easiest shortcut to begin to live free from the shackles of addiction, overwhelm, anxiety, depression, mental disorders? Now, while not every mental disorder out there, out of the 600 and something that are out there today, can be transformed through this method, most of them can. And it is the reason why I find the studies, the research, and the science of NLP fascinating. It has helped me to change my life from where I used to be so many years ago, suffering clinical depression, addiction to various substances. I used to self-medicate, right? Until I found a way. Found a way intuitively, as you probably heard me talk about in previous videos. And then later on, once I had changed and once my paradigm had shifted, I began to see people, draw people into my life that were on a path, masters into my life that had already walked the path before me and who had solidified the knowledge. NLP master practitioners and trainers, spiritual guides, and the spiritual assistance that I needed in order to change and transform and to be able to share with you today the knowledge and the findings that I share with you, as you've probably been following me for a long time. If you haven't been following me and if you've just landed on this page, on this video today, my name is Tamar Salas. I'm a former depression specialist, author of the book, The Key to Happiness. It is my version of The Key to Happiness. It is just a very short booklet with 5 small chapters that speak about the processes of our mind that prevent us from accessing true fulfillment. Happiness is very short-lived. We're happy one moment, then something happens, something changes us. So happiness is a mood, you could say. Lasting fulfillment, however, is something that we can nurture and that we can build, and so that no matter what happens in our world, we can always come back to feeling present and to being at one with ourselves, right? Not letting the outside world affect us to the point where you have good days and bad days. I don't have good days and bad days. I haven't had a good day or a bad day for over a decade. Yeah. When you have too many ups and downs, this is where mental disorders become mental illnesses. We're not treated, we're not looked after in the proper way with proper knowledge. Besides psychiatry, besides psychology, you need a science. You need an art form. And that is what the science and art form of NLP has brought humanity for such a long time, since the 1970s. And so, how do we change a habit? How do we go from one behavior to another? It's real simple. NLP just makes it obvious. And what it is basically you've got to sit down with yourself and have one of the frankest conversations that you have with yourself. You don't talk about your childhood. You're not going to talk about traumas, past traumas. It's just what is the one habit that keeps you shackled to the state of being that you're currently living and experiencing. What is that one habit? Our lives are made up of habits. We need to understand this. Yeah. So whatever habit has brought you to this present time today, if you find yourself in trouble and dire straits, or you're stuck between a rock and a hard place and you don't know how to get out, it could be an addiction, it could be substance abuse, it could be anxiety, overwhelm, depression, being stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? You don't know how to get out of it. Can you get out of it? The answer is yes. Can all of us get out of it? The answer is yes. All of us have this infinite potential that is waiting for us to tap into it. And the reason that we don't is because of sheer ignorance, right? The body is an incredible instrument that once we know how to utilize it properly, how to utilize the chemical factory that is our body through our thoughts, and by shifting our mindset, we can create a whole new reality. And yes, this has already been scientifically proven, and there's plenty of research out there that demonstrates how possible all of this is. You're not going to find it inside your psychologist's office, unfortunately. Yeah. But you've got to educate yourself, and this is something that I did so many years ago. Yeah. When I began to encounter NLP trainers, spiritual guides, and so on and so forth. And today I can share this with you with my eyes closed. Yeah. So every time, even today, whenever I want to go to my next level, whether that is a physical new level that I want to achieve, a spiritual new level that I want to achieve, a new mental level that I want to achieve, I use this formula. I sit down with myself and think, what is the current habit that I need to overcome? And I commit to putting in a new habit, installing in a new program for the next 30 days. And I put that in my calendar, and I make sure that I commit and I do it until that habit, if you consistently create it over a 30-day period, what happens is it's now solidified. And all you have to do is become consistent with it. And you've got to have really powerful, strong reasons behind the why you want to do this, of course. It's got to be an emotional reason why you want to change your life. Yeah, it can't just be a da-di-da. It's got to be something strong that pulls you towards revealing that next version of you. Right. Ask yourself, what do you want to stop using? Drugs, for example, or whatever that is for you, gambling, whatever it is, as an example. Why? Because it's eating up your savings. It's probably gotten you into financial trouble, perhaps. Your family looks down on you. And most importantly, when people look down at us, it's not them that look down at us. It's actually a reflection of ourselves, that we are not meeting ourselves at true face value, because we know we have the potential for more. And yet there is that one habit, that little dark cloud that continuously is always there, because it's a habit that we have formed, right? When you formed it, that is something that you have to ask for yourself, right? You've got to go back there in your timeline and find out when you created, when that habit was created. It could have been because of a significant emotional event in your life that happened, that occurred. You reacted, you took the opportunity to substance abuse or whatever you use to numb the pain of that emotionally significant event that occurred. You've got to go back there and clear it, as we say in NLP. Once you do that, you've got to find the best reason for you, something that will drive you emotionally towards reaching that next version of you, the one that, hey, has plenty of money as a result of not having a habit anymore. Physical health, optimized physical health as a result of not having that habit anymore. Yeah, and so whatever is making you feel shitty right now, you've just got to replace it with habits that are going to make you feel really, really, really good. And that is just how simple it is. Now, it takes dedication, it takes effort, it takes a real commitment on your part to generate those changes and generate those new behaviors that are available to you. If you have any questions, please do feel free to DM me at any time. Of course, I'm not taking any new students on board at the moment, but new vacancies will be available in the new year. Tamar Salas here.